This is a Cabaret, a dedicated Cabaret. Now, this is some interesting facts. The Outrun game was huge in 1986, really big hit. They sold a boatload of them. I don't have any counts on them. The Turbo Outrun came out in '89, and it was sold as a conversion kit for the full-size Outruns, okay? But they made a dedicated Cabaret, as you can see here, and they also made a dedicated cockpit, both one that moved and didn't move. I actually had a smaller one, a real tiny, it was perfect. And we sold it, I guess, kind of 15, 20 years ago. Only sold that one. We had only a couple of these pass through. This one came back to us, and we ran it through our shop again. Now, Outrun and the Cabaret Outrun both have a shaking wheel. The Cabaret Outrun had a very small shaker motor, but this one has no provision for any shaking. However, it does have large springs that return it to the centering position. Okay? And rather than a 19-inch screen, it's a 15-inch in both their Cabarets. But I did like how this faceted top piece looked with the fluorescent light. Now, the side art was gone, so what we did is we painted it with a high gloss black, and then we have gold T-molding here. It's still covered with the plastic. That is from tmolding.com. Now, back here, here it is. Oh, he locked it. He locked it, Frank. I told him I was going to film in the back of it. We'll have to use our key. People say, you don't have a key for the back door. You know why we don't? Because everybody loses them. Everybody loses the back door key. They always do. So we just put a single Phillips screw in, and then that is the official key. Good. Now let's look inside. Yep, we got our little 7000 chassis. Okay, powering our 15-inch monitor. Isn't that nice? And on the bottom, we took the whole bottom transformer assembly out and scrubbed it. It was quite dirty. The amplifier was reheated. New power supply. Of course, we took the gas pedal apart and serviced it. And we took our logic boards out and cleaned all the chips. A double board system is just like Outrun. Okay? And basically, the turbo was a conversion kit for Outrun. So Sega did not have to design a whole nother board to get it to run, did they, Frank? Let me put my key away. Now, notice we put a free play button on it. Now, we did that on purpose because if you set the game on free play, either this or Outrun, it will endlessly start and drive you nuts. So this way, our customer can just put in how many credits they want. They just push it once. They only play one game. Our flashing start. That programs it. Now, here's the nice feature between Turbo Outrun and Outrun. You can get automatic, but we're going to do manual for the sake of playing. You can either push the start button again or the turbo button. That's what this button is here. Here we go. Ha-ha! I'm off, Frank. How am I doing? Now, see the turbo flashing? Ha-ha! I'm off. Now, this is important. This has the turbo button here, didn't it? There we go again. On the Outrun conversion, the start button becomes the turbo, and it flashes when turbo is available. So that's the biggest difference, because they were able to stick it on the control panel in this. That copper, I had to crash into him and get him out of the way, didn't I? I'm so used to pushing the start button because dedicated turbos, Outruns, are just not out there. Well, that was a quick storm. You know, this game reminds me when I was in a Goofy cartoon. You remember it in the other Outrun? Here you go.
Let it pass! Ah, shut up! Get out of the way, roadhog! Too bad, Mr. Wheeler. You've broken your toy. But let this be a lesson, Mr. Wheeler. Drive safely. Play fair. Give the other fellow a break and... Ah, shut up!
I had to reuse that clip. I spent so much time editing that. Frank, did people like it? I like this because I can keep one hand on the wheel and the other hand on the shifter, and then I can just pop that turbo button whenever that flashes. I lost everything. Insert coin. Isn't that nice? Very nice game. By the way, our stereo speakers are down here. So there they are, and there's a volume pot right inside the front door. I think we're really going to like this game. Come on. This is a combo video.
Ooh, goody.
2,300 Spy Hunters were made. 2,300 of them. This is the one you've seen in other videos. Some clodhopper had painted the sides white. See where the black is? It was all white. I could just see him now. I'm gonna fix this up! Blah, 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 blah. Oh my gosh. A lesser man would break down. However, Stephen has brought the art back brilliantly. It's beautiful. Look at this. We've put the Discitron blue. That's forever going to be known as the Discitron blue, isn't it? We put super bright LEDs on the playfield. It's been touched up, sealed for our customer. LEDs in the back. You can see our nice, brilliant red. Craig, am I going to be able to lift this up? This is that glass that fits so tight. I'm going to have to get my glass lifter. Ha ha ha! See? And we have super brights back here too. At Pinball Life, these are the 3 LED. They also sell a 4 LED. Very nice ones. And look at how nice and clean the layout is. High voltage has been rebuilt with new cap. And see what we're doing now? We put a full-size fuse in there now. That little itty-bitty fuse you can't find anywhere. So now, effective actually a couple games ago, we were flipping that and putting the fuse clip up higher. So now the customer doesn't have to go nuts to find a high voltage fuse. We also decided we're going to put those fuses into the stern boards that have no fuse. That'll help protect it if you have one of these displays go dead. Now, see the card here? I mentioned on the other game too. This talks about all the settings, the random version skill and the skill version. Okay? So you can set these up. And I highly recommend you look at that. It's really nice. Now, because we have the LEDs in the system, we had to put in here. See the new Alltech boards? We put them in the Black Pyramid video you saw yesterday. Well, we've added these are the jumper wires because it has to be powered into the ground of the circuit. These keep the LEDs or the light bulbs, LED bulbs from flickering. The annoying flicker and a button battery. Oh, and Frank, who's working the camera, thank you, Frank, has recapped this. You know, we didn't think we were going to get this video done today. You know why? Because we had a really bad leak. You saw in yesterday's video, they were putting on the top. Well, they didn't seal it, and this is what happened. It's a disaster. The water is pouring in. Pouring in. We've got buckets. It's an absolute mess.
Buckets a go-go?
It is pouring in. Well, it stopped raining, but we were flooded. Absolutely flooded. Buckets pouring in our roof. all these panels came crashing down. Oh my, what a mess. And now we have a new leak over here, dripping in on top of my Daytona, but fortunately we have a Daytona, what I call a Daytona bucket. Oh boy, what a mess. And you know, it's still leaking. It stopped raining 5 hours, 6 hours ago. We still got leaks over here, over here. Look, our roof is caved in. What a mess. Oh my gosh. What a mess. You can hear it dripping. Look at that. We got to get all new ceilings. And there's my coffee, Frank. I wondered where I put that. It's still warm. Here, let's go back and finish. We have one last game to show you, but first, do you see that man right there? That's Curdy Birdie. And today was his birthday. Oh, he's upset, see? He got himself a nice card, didn't you? He's 51 years old, or young. 51 years young. And look, the birthday gift. Look, there were 25 of them. Philadelphia pretzels. They're gone, aren't they, Kurt? How does it feel to be 51, Kurt?
Great.
Walt, what do you think? You think he feels pretty good? Young and chipper. This is all wrapped. It's going out tomorrow by sea. But here's another game going out tomorrow. You've been watching the progress of this original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Konami game. The way you know it's original, it only has one speaker because Turtles was mono. This is an original. Oh, sorry. Were you trying to drop a piece of pretzel in my... I thought you'd celebrate the fact that you're getting old and fat.
Fat? Look who's talking.
You think Kurt's gained any weight since he's been on these videos? Anyway, look. Nice and neat on the inside. Control panel's easy to take off, these 3 bolts. All the plugs are color laid out, and they're also numbered, cleverly numbered, just in case anybody was that awful. These are the wonderful leaf switch joysticks. We love leaf switch joysticks. They were always the best. We've wired this so our customer can actually ring up credits. One push button will put a credit on the 2 left players. That'll put the 2 right players. But he can convert it back to coin operation at any time. Beautiful. Wells Gardner monitor. Look at that picture. That's the 7000, the best monitor on planet Earth. New artwork. Beautiful new artwork. New control panel overlay. And of course the green key molding. New leg levelers on the bottom. We go through thousands of them. What are you going to do, Kurt? You're about to throw something at me. Okay. No, you can't go home. We still have things. Why doesn't this light come on? Anyway, I was going to show you, I guess you could see, new power supply. We cleaned up the wiring, obviously, and of course the capacitor's there. There's really nothing else to show, is there, Frank? You know, Kurt, I'm tired. What time is it? 11:30? It's time to go, but listen, look what's coming. Devil's Air is almost finished. Frank is so tired he just lifted the camera up. Muhammad Ali, this is going to be a beauty when we're done. I've been promising you a Space Fury. Oh, and the customer has given us the go-ahead to restore this toilet.
Did he really?
He did.
Oh my God.
He came in today. He said he's...
I have the pictures. Let's put those pictures up.
Yeah, we will. We'll actually do... We'll do a full before and after on this thing. Oh, and also coming tomorrow, this poor man has been waiting, is F-14 Tomcat. A gorgeous one, and we're going to show you us removing that play field. Really some neat footage Wasn't taking the overlay off. What else came in? Another Rockola Butler. God, why do the games keep coming in?
Did it work?
The record player works. I don't hear anything. No sound?
Just kicked it out.
You just hit the cancel, you little creep. Walter, I want to go. Walter, can you make me? Here, Walt. No, he fell asleep standing up.
That's fine, sir.
Should we do that stupid disappearing gag? Walter, make me disappear.
Merry Christmas.